and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take away to pray.
Father, we thank you for this day, Lord, and all that you've done for us. We thank you for allowing us to be here. We ask now as we move into your business, Lord, that you would have us, that you would help us, Lord, to do things in your will, and that we do things in the best interest of Walton County. And we ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
First item is the agenda.
Is he the last year?
Mark, we have to form names.
Yeah, we don't have a chair or an actual vice chair here right now, so what we need to do is make a nomination for a chair, for a temporary chair tonight.
I nominate him as
I'll second.
Motion to block, I'll second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
I accept.
Hurry before he has a chance to think about it.
All right, so first agenda item would be the minutes from the last meeting. Are we to approve those?
Yeah.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
So you're gonna go up for the...
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Okay, that's good, all right. Okay. It's approved. Next item, this 30A Sea Place, what is it? Ocean Estates, okay, small scale amendment. Okay, let's see, that's,
Mr. Chairman, if I could address item number one. We have a request to continue from the applicant due to health reasons. They're requesting to continue this to April 13th at 5 p.m. in this location.
I so move.
Second.
okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. The next item is the C38 Place project, and Tim Brown will introduce this project.
Maybe I'll have everyone who participates speaking on this issue, please stand and raise your right hand and let me swear you in. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this board will be the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Commissioners, have you had any ex parte contact regarding this? Everyone is indicating that. Mr. Brown, it's all yours.
Thank you. Good evening. Tim Brown with Planning and Development. This is a major development order application submitted by Choctaw Engineering requesting approval to construct a 122-unit apartment complex on 28.25 acres with the future land use of neighborhood infill. It's located on the east side of County Road 393 south, north of Rena Arnett Lane, and south of Shannon Lane. There was a previous approval on this in 2007, known as Heron's Landing. It was approved for 127 units of multifamily residential and 18,844 square feet of neighborhood serving commercial. The first phase of that overall approval was approved in 1988, which is today, it's Emerald Coast Associates offices there on the east side of 393 South. So this property is immediately north of it, but the remainder of that approval expired. So that's why we're back here tonight. This project has a proportionate fair share contribution of $185,320. The applicant is requesting, because the county is planning to construct a multi-use path on the west side of County Road 393, they're requesting to buy out the sidewalk that fronts their property on the east side. So ultimately, that's going to have to be approved by the county commission, but you know, your recommendation should include whether you agree or disagree with that. So that the dollar amount of that buyout would be $21,000. So that concludes my presentation. I'll take any questions the board may have.
Does the county anticipate any problems with moving the sidewalk to the other side and not having it on the east side?
Well, the whole plan has been to put it on the west side. The biggest issue is I think permitting, because there's a lot of wetlands along there. But you know, once you get up to Ridge Road, it's pretty much there down to 30A now. So the idea is to continue it all the way north to 98, but it would be wider because I think that's just your standard 5-foot sidewalk. The multi-use path is supposed to be 8, right? 8 or 10?
10 to meet the current code.
I'm sorry?
It will be 10.
10 feet wide.
Well, I guess my question is, how does the county feel about that? Moving it and eliminating it off the east side?
Well, I don't think we have an opinion one way or the other.
So you don't care?
I mean, we know that it's going in on the west side. They're asking to buy it out, and Public Works doesn't have an opinion one way or that. They're going to put it in on the west side. They're just not sure of the timing.
So y'all don't see any issues down the road then?
The only issues I'm aware of is we don't know when that's going to happen, but when it does happen, we'd like them to put a crosswalk across 390, so the residents that live there can safely cross 393 to get to the multi-use path. So we'll probably put a condition in the DO to that effect. Once that multi-use path is built, whether it's a year from now or 5 years from now, that they have to install a crosswalk.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Okay. Will the applicant present?
Good evening. I'm Mark Seiner with Choctaw Engineering. I'm the agent for the applicant. And really, there's not much more for us to say. You understand what the project is. We had a community meeting. Nobody showed up. It's a fairly interesting project from the standpoint of we have over 20 acres, but we're only building on 5 acres, and it's kind of, as you can see from the site plan, kind of right in the middle. We have a DOT pond to the north. We have state land to the east. And a small landscaping business to the south, so it's we're not going to impact anybody of any significance, and we've already just got all the proportionate fair share and all the sidewalk issues addressed, and we just like to have your approval this evening.
What's directly to the west?
Directly to the west is so you see where the driveway comes out onto 393.
I do.
No, that's a road that. On the north side of it is a 9-unit townhome complex,
okay.
And if you continue down that road, there's a little subdivision back there.
Is that Edgewood or something?
Edgewood. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But isn't Arnett
Edgewood
Farmers
Terrace.
Market going to
Yeah.
be to the west, or is it a little south?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that was where.
To the south of that Edgewood Terrace is the street.
Okay.
There's a development under construction right now, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah, just to the south of it is going to be a new road called Rena Arnett Lane that will connect on the south side of the development project, which is going to be the
Arnett's Farmers Market.
Farmers Market.
Yeah,
Yeah,
farmers
I
market.
remember this one. Okay.
But that'll be a new access to Helen McCall Park connecting 393 south.
Great.
Any other query?
Yeah, it's right there.
The crosswalk that was mentioned, would you have any problem with that being an addition to this?
Well, I don't think we have a problem with it as much as the fact that we talked about that during the design process, and it's more kind of a safety issue and how you actually do that. Having, if you know, there's not many what I would call mid-block crosswalks from the one side of 393 to the other. And so when we were talking about it with the folks from Dewberry, they said we'll provide a landing on our side as if you were going to have that crosswalk, and then we'll, no pun intended, cross that bridge later on.
But you don't have any problem
No.
with us making the recommendation?
No.
That the VCC make that a
Yeah,
condition?
but I would say probably what we'll do is we'll go back to Public Works and say this is what we're paying. And if they don't, either they'll say, yeah, that's good, we want it, we'll put it in, or they'll say we would rather you don't put it in for whatever engineering design purposes.
For timing?
Yes.
Understood. That's how it's
I just want to know his opinion of it since it was mentioned by the county.
done.
Any more questions? Okay, public comment, any? All right, I think we can have a motion.
Gotta close
Oh, got to
close the public portion.
close the public portion. We're closed, okay.
That ain't your motion.
I move we approve,
You want to add,
Subject to a condition.
subject to the condition that, about the crosswalk
and the other conditions that are in there?
and the other conditions that are in the paperwork.
You need clarity on that, Mark?
Second?
Carrie, you got everything?
Okay, do we have a vote?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion carries.
Motion
And I
carries.
believe we're adjourned.
All right.
We'll make it keep on there.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Short and sweet.
11 minutes.
I gotta go call a flag football game.
Come on the call.
You go, yeah, you might be just a hair late, but not much. Unless you can speed.
Yeah, well, that's gonna have to be a 5-year-old. See y'all.
Hey, good to see ya.
I was in here today because I was up in New York City.